Hey guys, it's Fireman Sam here. Before the video starts, make sure you subscribe to the Fireman Sam Fan Hub official YouTube channel and don't forget to check out the Discord server for the latest news and updates. See you soon.
When they hear that fire alarm, the rescue team stays cool and calm. If you're stuck, give them a shout. They'll be there to help you out. Fireman Sam is on the way with the rescue team. Sam is gonna save the day with the rescue team, 'cause they play to the core. They are the heroes next door.
Today, Christina has kindly arranged for us to have a tour of Pontypandy Airport.
Will we get to see inside Fire Swift, Mrs. Jen?
Yes, James, and we can all take turns pretending to be the pilot.
Fire Swift. It reminds me of the time I flew a rescue mission over the Himalayas.
Rescue mission? What are you talking about, Norman?
I have loads of flying experience on my airplane pilot video game, Mandy.
Playing a video game does not count as proper flying, Norman.
Mrs. Chen, are we all set?
Ready to go, Christina. I suggest we split into two groups. James, myself, and Norman could take a tour of Fire Swift.
Hooray! And Mandy and Sarah can come with me to the top of the control tower. You get a great view of the whole airport from up there.
Cool! Yes!
Oh, remember, don't touch the ignition switch.
No, we wouldn't dare do that. In we go. We can take turns sitting in the driving space.
I think you mean the cockpit, Mrs. Chen.
I know what I mean, Norman. The space where the pilot drives the plane.
Yes, in my video game it's called the cockpit.
Electric charging station running at optimum levels? Check. Fire safety equipment installed? Check.
Ooh, look! They're going to have a tour of the control tower.
Looks like they are, sir. Anyway, safety signage in the right places? Check. Fire extinguishers at...
I've never been in a control tower. Always wanted to. Never been.
Well, maybe they wouldn't mind if you joined them, sir.
Ooh, do you think so?
I'm sure they would be...
Wait for me!
It looks very complicated.
Not really, James. That's the steering handle. That's the go faster lever.
Actually, Mrs. Chen, I think that's called...
Norman, please, no interrupting.
She's getting all the names wrong.
And Norman, will you please stop whispering?
These monitors let the air traffic controllers track and communicate with all the different aeroplanes that come and go.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Station Officer Steele.
Ah, yes. Hello. I thought I might just join the tour.
Fantastic. So, any questions so far?
Ooh, me.
Yes, Station Officer Steele.
Yes, thank you. I've always wondered, how do aeroplanes stay in the air? How can something made of metal fly?
Good question. Well, it's all down to clever aeroplane design and very skilled pilots, of course.
Oh, I say.
I've got a book about aeroplanes that will tell you all about it. You can borrow it if you like.
Yes, please.
Great. Any more questions?
Me.
When the pilot drives the plane, they use this steering handle.
Control stick.
The steering handle to move left and right, up and down, side to side, vroom, vroom. And of course, they need to turn on the headlights.
Landing lights.
Headlights?
Mrs. Chen, Christina said we shouldn't touch the ignition switch.
I didn't, Norman. I've turned on the headlights. Here.
But that one is the ignition switch. Mrs. Chen, we're lifting off the ground.
Oopsies. Maybe I did switch the wrong switch.
Does anyone other than Station Officer Steele have any questions?
What's that flashing, Christina?
That's an aircraft, but there aren't any due to take off today.
Well, that one is definitely taking off.
That's Mrs. Chen.
Aren't you supposed to pilot Fire Swift, Christina?
Yes, I am. I think we'd better call the rescue team.
Fire Swift has taken off with Norman, James, and Mrs. Chen on board, but without a trained pilot.
Fire Swift has taken off with Norman, James and Mrs. Chen on board, but without a trained pilot.
Hurry, Sam. I'm not sure how we're going to solve this one.
I'm on my way, Penny.
Oh dear. Whoa! Everyone, fasten your seatbelts.
Wow!
It's getting very bumpy.
Oh, Mrs. Chen, please keep the control stick steady.
Shush, Norman, I'm trying to concentrate.
Who's flying the plane?
Mrs. Chen, I don't think you can call it flying.
We'd better get Jupiter and Venus ready, in case they make an emergency landing.
Mrs. Chen, you need to steady the control stick and avoid the throttle. Check your altimeter and horizon indicator.
I don't know what any of those things are.
They're right in front of you, Mrs. Chen. Throttle, altimeter, horizon indicator.
How many flying hours have you had on your video game, Norman?
329. I'm a squadron leader.
No wonder your homework is always late. But maybe you should be the pilot.
I got it under control.
Yes!
Just about.
How are we going to get Fire Swift back on the ground? It's far too risky to let Norman land it.
I'll have to get up into Fire Swift using the winch. Station Officer Steele, will you take over and monitor the situation from here?
Me? Oh, yes, it would be an honor.
Okay, Norman, I'm coming to get you down. I need you to open the hatch. Can you see the correct switch on the control panel?
Yes, there.
Now, lower the winch.
Roger that, Christina.
Now, James, bring me up. Thanks, Mrs. Chen. I'll take it from here. Strap yourselves in. Okay, I'm taking us down.
Touchdown. The emergency is over.
Oh, hooray!
Whew. Glad that's over.
I'm so sorry for my silly mistake. For once, I should have listened to Norman.
Seriously, Mrs. Chen?
Just the once, Norman.
Well, I think you all deserve a commendation for working together and staying calm in a crisis.
I was very impressed with your flying, Norman. I think with practice and proper training, you could make a great pilot one day.
Ooh, can playing airplane pilot video games count as homework now, Mrs. Chen?
No, Norman, not ever.